Hello and welcome to AAA Reviews, and today I have the new Wolverine released by Hasbro Pulse. It is just being delivered, guys. If you haven't already checked out my other video of Mr. Sinister review, please do so. But today we are looking at none other than Wolverine. Let's check out this box artwork, which is absolutely awesome. I mean, they really are tapping in to our childhoods here. This is absolutely outstanding, really cool. Again, that kind of box eco packaging. I'll show you a side profile and let's see what it says on the back. His adamantium claws slash through steel, his mutant healing ability mends even the worst wounds. He's Wolverine, the best at what he does, and what he does best is fight evil mutants. That's not quite how I remember it, but still pretty cool. I'm the best at what I do, but what I do isn't very nice. So there we are. Let's get this bad boy open and let's check it out. Let's see what's inside. Just quickly before I cut this one open, this is supposed to mimic a videotape sort of packaging, I believe. That's the kind of look, but this is the sort of scale to give you an idea of how it stacks up against a videotape. So these are pretty much equal packaging, so I'm just going to give this a little cut across the top. Let's see what we've got inside. Let's take a look. Oh, it looks like I've opened him up from the wrong way, but still, we'll pull this out. Oh, we've got some spare bits. We didn't get spare bits with Mr. Sinister. Let's pop this back inside. We'll check that out in a second. Oh yeah. Check it out, guys. Wolverine. That is absolutely awesome. Wolverine from Hasbro. Now we've got some spare bits also in another little bag. We'll see what's inside. We'll see what we get. He's of course that shell shaded sort of colour. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, so we get, look at this, check this out. Let's get that in focus. I'll bring that in. Focus, come on. There we are. We've got Cyclops and Jean from that infamous scene from the animated series, which of course has become a major meme. That is super cool. It is a really cool accessory, so we get that. We also get a spare head. There it is with angry face. I'll pop that on in a minute so we can see what both look. And we get a set of hands as well. So about the focus, guys. So that is what we get in the box. So let's get this and look at this figure in detail. Okay, so we've got that shell shaded effect yet again. They've used like an orangey brown in on the costume, sort of in here, so you get that shell shaded effect. This is really cool. I'll start rotating it and we can look at what he looks like. Okay, as you can see there, guys, there is that kind of, and down the side of his legs and the inside of his leg. It's interesting where they put the colours, but it definitely works. This shell shaded effect that you get as he rotates here, it reminds me of the end credits of the X-Men animated series. Is really cool. This is a great figure. All the articulation that you would expect from a modern day legend, they have yet again knocked it out the park as far as I'm concerned, because this is absolutely awesome. Who knew I needed a shell shaded Wolverine so bad, but this is actually really cool. Oh no, don't do it, Wolverine. Don't slash the picture. This is really cool. Yep, really easy to change the head. I've changed it for the second head that you get, which is really cool, the fact that you get two heads. And it's really easy to change the hands. They're just like little pop in, pop out joints. Really simple to do. If I had one criticism, it's the claws are never quite, you know, sort of stiff or rigid, but I think that's because it's going to be quite a difficult thing to get right. But there you are. Other than that, he's absolutely awesome. Even his arms have a really cool texture to them, which is really cool. The actual costume looks really pops. It's just really awesome. I really like this figure line a lot. This is really great coming from Hasbro. There's no paint job issue whatsoever. All the paintwork is perfect, as you should expect for this price. This is absolutely awesome. Definitely one you'll want to pick up if this is your kind of thing. I mean, they've done a really I can't remember what toy brand it is that's done a really expensive Wolverine with this picture frame, but this one, in comparison, for the price compared to that one, is definitely really good value, I think. And here we have the Toy Biz version, edition 2, which is basically the closest match to this new Hasbro one. This is actually a Tyco one, but they're the same thing. You know how it is, guys. You either got Tyco or Toy Biz. They're definitely very similar. Of course, there's no comparison as to which one's better, of course, because we're talking many years on now. This new Hasbro one knocks out the ballpark. Articulation, interchangeable hands, interchangeable head. Of course, it's absolutely awesome, but this one still holds a place in my heart. Incidentally, this one was $26.99, as opposed to this one, which would have been $3.99 back in the day. So, you know, the prices have gone up considerably over the years in terms of what you pay for an action figure. But I think, in all fairness, they most definitely have improved 100%. Now, this will say age 4 plus on it, on the box. Would you be buying a $26.99 action figure for your child aged 4 or 5 or what have you? I very much doubt it. I certainly wouldn't spend that kind of money on an action figure for a child. These are definitely aimed at adults that are looking, you know, reliving their childhood, collecting, getting that feel of nostalgia. And it works, because I am absolutely made up with this action figure. It is absolutely brilliant. And here is a comparison of Mr. Sinister against the Wolverine. Both of these are, of course, show shaded. This is absolutely awesome. I mean, Wolverine's 2 inches, 2.25 inches from shoulder to shoulder, and 6 inches tall, whereas Sinister is, as you can see, a lot larger, 7 inches tall by 3 inches shoulder to shoulder, and the size difference is pretty, well, it's pretty substantial, to be fair. But we all know Wolverine in reality is only a sort of short guy, so this is kind of getting the scale sizes right, which is really cool. Yeah, I really like both these figures. If you want to see this review, by the way, guys, please check it out if you haven't already. These figures are absolutely awesome. Here's a look at the back of the figure. As you can see, they've got some sort of different tone just in here. That's to create that show shaded look. On the backs of his shoulders here, we've got that two-tone blue. Of course, the colour going down the outside and inside of the leg, that sort of orange. And if I turn him round, just so you guys are seeing everything really, we've got some in under the neck there, down in under the chest, into the abdomen. If you look at the shoulders here, they've got like a two-tone blue, and we've got some blue, two-tone blue here. It just to make it work, and it really does work. Like I say, if I focus in on these claws, you can see they slightly bend into one another. I think that's been like an issue for a long time really with the claws, and I know some of you guys are gonna, you know, some people are not going to be happy with that kind of thing. It doesn't bother me overly too much. I think it's a difficult thing to do. If you make them rigid, if they make the claws too rigid, they'll just snap and break. That's the other downside to it. So this probably prevents that, and I'd rather they didn't snap and break like they did on one of my statues. In fact, 2 of my statues ended up that way. So yeah, absolutely awesome, guys. This is absolutely phenomenal. If you wanted to take the animated Wolverine and turn him into figure form, this is how it's done. And I think that's the look they were going for. And I think, you know, definitely they achieved it. If Carl J. Dodd, who we have to thank, brought the Wolverine to life with his voice in the animated series, Hasbro have definitely achieved bringing him to life in figure form. That is my opinion, of course. People may think otherwise, but I definitely, being a massive Wolverine fan, I've got lots of Wolverine action figures, Toy Biz, Legends, you name it, I've got it. And this is one of my favourites. Definitely one of my favourites. This is so cool. I mean, it pops, it's vibrant, it's just absolutely awesome. Like I say, the only thing, and I always struggle to get those claws right, is the claws. Let me know in the comments what you think of the packaging, guys, because I did mention on the Sinister one, the packaging's different now. Obviously, we're used to having like a plastic packaging, so you can see the figures in the packets. And I, being a collector of Toy Biz action figures and all kinds of action figures, Marvel wise and otherwise, always like to keep mine in the packets and display them in the packets. With these, you can't really do that because you kind of, they're inside the box. But then it's nice. This is nice. I'm able to take these out, and these could just be put back in the boxes again. It's not an issue. Let me know your thoughts on that. But I do think they have captured the animated version of Wolverine here, and of course Mr. Sinister, really, really well. I am a huge fan. I've put my Wolverine sort of comic covers up today, just because it fits in with all this so well. Yes, absolute awesome figure. I prefer the angry face, I'm not going to lie. I do like it's preference, but I prefer like he's about to do something, you know. And I'm sure people are going to enjoy making like scenes up with these guys and posability, you know, dioramas and all that kind of thing, which is really awesome. So yeah, let me know in the comments your thoughts on this figure, guys. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for your support. Until next time, good luck searching for that toy gold.